What's up, Fishtank people? Dustin's Fishtank's bringing it to you on a Sunday, baby. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Happy Dustin today, bringing you another top 5. In today's video, I'm bringing you my top 5 beginner aquarium fish. I love all these fish, but some of them piss me off. Quick side note here, all these fish, generally speaking, I recommend keeping all these in at least a 20-gallon aquarium. I talk about this a lot in the small tank series. You can click the links around and check that out. But 20-gallon gives you more room to screw up. But here come my top 5 beginner aquarium fish. My number 5 in my top 5 beginner aquarium fish is the convict cichlid. Yes, folks, I love me the convict cichlid. The convict cichlid would actually be higher up in this list of top 5 beginner fish. However, convict cichlids have been known to act like a convict and try to shank their tank mates with a yogurt spoon. My love for the convict cichlid goes way back about 20 years. Back in the day, 3 of my buddies, my boy Jolly, my boy Rue, and my old girlfriend Abby all had convict cichlids, and they all bred convict cichlids while I was unable to breed this fish. You know what it was like to be a 15-year-old kid and having my 2 best friends and my girlfriend breeding this fish going to me, "Hey, fish boy, look at me, I'm breeding this fish and you're not." Both my 2 buddies and my ex-girlfriend all went on to get larger aquariums, and I believe and part of that was because of the convict cichlid, which acts like a gateway drug to those of us getting into the hobby. You get the convict cichlid, it breeds for you, you think you're the man, you get a larger tank and you try other fish. And now that I think about it, I remember actually buying like tiny little fry of convict cichlid because they were like 79 cents at a pet store that's now defunct in my hometown. Convict cichlid, why do you love the convict cichlid, Dusty? Well, it's simple. It's readily available. You can get it in white colors, you can get it black colors. I'm sure there's other varieties of convict cichlid. It's hardy as heck. It is a little aggressive, which is fine, especially when it's breeding. But when it breeds, it gives you encouragement. It makes you think you're awesome and gets you more into the hobby because you're stoked because there's a bunch of little fry around. The behavior, by the way, of a convict taking care of all of its fry is super cool. When I was in college, I went a whole 6 months without having an aquarium. I ran up to my old man's house. I grabbed my 29-gallon aquarium. I brought it down to OU. I set that sucker up and I put convict cichlids in there. The convict cichlid ended up having not 1, but 2 baby mamas. More on that story in my Thug Life video around here somewhere. Teachers out there, go buy some convict cichlids. Throw them in a 20-gallon aquarium. Your students will go nuts when they have babies. Convict cichlid, my number 5 beginner fish. My number 4, my top 5 beginner aquarium fish. Somebody brought up in the comments the other day why I don't talk about live bears. Can't you see I'm still mourning the death of Karen, you insensitive mother? My number 4 beginner aquarium fish, I'm lumping a couple together here. I'm talking about platies and swordtails, folks. Oh yeah. For me and beginners getting into the hobby, it's all about fish that are hardy, colorful, and breed like crazy. Platies and swordtails fit the bill. Platies and swordtails literally come in almost every color of the fishy rainbow you can imagine. Black, orange, red, yellow, green. I'm sure there's other colors out there. Why are there so many colors of platies and swordtails? It's simple. They breed like rabbits. So you can breed this color with this color and get this color, okay? It's super great for any beginner just getting in the hobby to see this. I do recommend, however, if you are keeping live bears, get 1 male and get like 2 or maybe even 3 females because the males are hornier than a drunk frat guy chasing around the ladies. So you want to have more ladies around to spread out the distribution of that sexual aggression. And my number 3 in my top 5 beginner aquarium fish, we're talking about the guppies. Guppies, guppies, guppies. Yes, folks, guppies breed like crazy, just like platies and swordtails. What does it take to breed guppies? It takes a male and a female guppy and water to breed guppies. You can get guppies in any variety you would like. You can click links around here and check out an awesome video I got from the American Library Association when they had a guppy contest where a man took me around for over 20 minutes talking about guppies, showing you a bunch of varieties. But if you're balling on a budget, you can be that kid that goes up and hand selects each one of the feeder guppies that has a tiny little pattern on it. Don't act like none of you have ever done it before. And my number 2 beginner aquarium fish has to be the betta fish. Look at this fish. I didn't even feed him. He's just up here swimming to the camera because he knows betta fish are awesome. How many videos can I make about the betta fish? Look at this fish. This fish loves me. Betta fish again, Dustin? Really? Yeah, for real, betta fish are awesome. The pure joy that this betta fish has brought my daughter Maya and poisoned her with the hobby is beyond words, all right? She comes in here, she takes care of this fish, she feeds this fish, she puts stickers on the aquarium of this awesome aquascape by my dude Kevin Kelly. Folks, the betta fish is what's up, my number 2 beginner fish. Look, you can keep them in bowls. It's not the ideal condition, but you can do it. You can learn how to just barely feed them at all, get you poison, get you started. They're cheap. They got personality for days. I mean, what's not to love about the betta fish? The only downside of the betta fish is they get a little feisty. You obviously can't keep 2 males together and they get a little nippy when you get in an aquarium. But by golly, folks, the betta fish, cheap, beautiful, personality for days. How many videos are you gonna do about betta fish, Dustin? A lot. Betta fish, my number 2 favorite beginner fish. Look at this fish. This fish likes me more than my mom does. I'm kidding. Love you, Mom. And my number 1 beginner fish for all you fish tank people out there, I've swam with this fish in Hawaii. It's named after a group of people in Africa who believe this fish brings them happiness. You've seen it in Finding Nemo. I know you want a Nemo fish, but I got a better, easier to keep fish than that. Today we're talking about the Moorish Idol, folks. Yeah. That's right, folks. We're going straight from Guppies right into the Moorish Idol. That's right. You're going to skip your 20-gallon aquarium. You're going to go right into at least a 100-gallon or more saltwater tank. You're going to go from fresh to salt. That's an easy jump. Don't worry about it. You're going to get yourself a Moorish Idol. Now, look, I know they're hard to find. They're pretty hard to keep. And keeping them in captivity is a little bit difficult. They've been known to be notoriously hard to feed fish. But I'm telling you, you go from convicts, you go from Guppies, you jump right into the Moorish Idol. And I got them on sale right now. Here's how to order. That was a joke. Don't even think about getting a Moorish Idol or a saltwater aquarium, you beginners, until you've at least mastered a freshwater aquarium and all the principles with it for at least a year, maybe more. Now, here's my number 1 beginner fish. In the words of DMX, it ain't even a question. The cousins of koi, the maker of joy, the perfect beginner fish for your little boy. I'm talking about the 15-cent Comet feeder goldfish. My first 5-gallon aquarium had pink and black gravel when I was a kid because I thought it would look cool. And in that aquarium, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Comet goldfish that I fed way too much. 3 of them died shortly after I got them. 2 of them went on to live fantastic freaking lives. Those 2 Comet goldfish went and moved into my massive 29-gallon aquarium that I purchased at Myers with my mom on this Mother's Day. That tank had black gravel, 1 piece of Texas Holy Rock, and 1 piece of red slate slapped like this. Every now and then a goldfish would go through there. I also picked up 2 fantail goldfish and 1 black moor, and I wish to this day I still had those fish. Feeder goldfish, my number 1 beginner fish. I don't give 2 flying fish if you want to go and get yourself a fantail goldfish or something. Get one of the hardy varieties of goldfish. That's right, goldfish. Take the abuse. Come swim up to you. They love you. They get you started. You move on to other fish. Do me a favor, folks. Drop me a comment on this video on what fish you think is the best beginner fish. Hit the like button, subscribe button, share button, whatever you feel like pushing. Call your mom, you little fish tank punks, and tank on.
Now the criteria is that they have to have a delta or a veil tail. Okay. Which means the angle of the tail has to be 50 or 60 degrees or 45 degrees.